Hello everybody, this is just Top Tech here, and wow, yeah, no, this is weird. Normally this would be like a 20-minute video of me just showing off the deck through a video and giving you the deck list, but I'm gonna do something different today. I am a huge fan of Witchcrafter, and little did you know, a young Top Deck who just started playing Master Duel found everything that was running around was bad, and I did not like it. Brigade, Drytron, hated it, right? I found Witchcrafter, and I settled down with that, and I had a lot of fun with Witchcrafter. It was my favorite deck starting out. And look, Passage of the Sun brought us the new Fusion boss monster, and I couldn't be any happier than I am right now. So, I bring to you my final version of Witchcrafter. This is a mix of the branded version that I posted earlier. I changed some things. I took out the magician lineup of right hand, left hand, and restage, as I found those to be bricks quite often, and I didn't really like it outside of the 60 card version. So instead, I tripled down on reasoning, and I added 2 triple attacks instead. And this is the list that we are going to run with for the video. You may see one clip in here that has me using them, but you get the idea, right? So, getting into the card by card. We're running 3 Genie. Genie is fantastic. You send her to the graveyard. She then lets us use a Witchcrafter spell that's in the grave for free by banishing it. Just use its effect. She's great. 3 Maxi. It's Maxi. We're running 1 Potier. Potier is here as another name for Witchcrafter. You have no cards in hand, so that you draw a card, but she's not that good, right? We're running 1 Pitoir. Pitoir is here because another Witchcrafter name. She's an Aqua. The attributes do matter, as seen in the extra deck. The reason why we're running her is because she lets us draw a card and put back a Witchcrafter card in the graveyard, and that's great. That's honestly great because we need spells in our grave. We're running our best normal summon, Shemitah. Shemitah, she's fantastic. A 4-star, 1800, good attack. Her effect is fantastic. Banish her from the grave. She then sends 1 Witchcrafter card of anything to the grave. Fantastic. The branded package is right here, shown in Fallen Baobabs. We're running 2. And then look at that, the Shizu package. We're only running 1 of each of them. So 1 Keldo, 1 Mudora, 1 Kelbeck, and 1 Aikido. They are kind of dead in hand, so we don't want to see them too much, but when they do come up, they're fantastic, right? Speaking of bricks, we have 1 Adele. Adele is here for the fusion plays with Lubellion to help us go into either, you guessed it, Mirror Jade or the new fusion. What? You'll see in a second. We also have Hein. Hein is here as well. She's great. Top 1, discard 1 spell. What more can you want? Fantastic. Great stat line, 2400. Beater. It's all we need. Next, we're running, of course, Madame Verre. Madame Verre is fantastic. She's a blanket negate by discarding 1 spell. Her secondary effect for the battle, who cares? Garbage. Will never come up. Next, Golem Aruru. Golem Aruru is a fantastic no card. It doesn't negate, but it bounces 1. You can return 1 spell to your hand or bounce 1 card on your opponent's field. If your opponent activates a card or card effect that targets a spellcaster monster that I control, or is targeted for an attack. She's great, and only at 1, because that's all we need. Moving on to the spells, we have 1 Foolish Burial to help send, you guessed it, the Millers, and that's what Foolish Burial is here for. 3 Reasoning, because the more spells we dump in the grave, you guessed it as well, the better, because this is Witchcrafter. Next up, we have 2 Magicalized Fusion, because as we're going to get to the Witchcrafter Fusion spell, you're soon going to realize that it's garbage, because it only sends from hand and field, but Magicalized Fusion banishes from field or grave, which is great, because if you banish the monsters, we can recycle them with the trap card, right? You guys see what I'm saying? You can cycle it. Yeah, you guys see what I'm saying. Then we're running 3 Searchers, which is Creation. We're then running 2 Monster Reborns, which is Holiday. We're of course running Triple Tactics Talent, because everything that's running around plays on our turn, and it's great. Triple Attack is a great card. Then we're running Confusion Confession. That's the fusion spell. I know. We're mainly gonna use this just to pitch it for cost. We are gonna use it, but oh man, why couldn't it be a good fusion card? I don't know. Like they did it bad, and they made it a UR, which was a slap in the face. Of course, the better fusion card, branded fusion. Don't need to explain it. Witchcrafter Street. It's our no to when we get destroyed by battle or card effect once per turn. We get to say, nah, I'm good. It's great. Of course, Call by the Grave, 2 of, you gotta have it. Draping is here for taking care of back row. And Unveiling is here to help out with some of the bricks in the deck, like Hain, Adele, Vere, or Aruru, whenever they are in our hand. And, well, that's it. Slap down Unveiling, and there we go. And lastly, the one trap card, Patronus, which helps us cycle our monsters for spells. It has a secondary effect where if it's in the grave, except for the term that it's sent there, we can put back a bunch of spells that were banished into our hand, but they have to have different names. So all the stuff that Genie would banish, we can like put it back in our hand, but that won't really come up. So blah. Next to the extra deck, we have Albion. Then we have Vice Madam, the star of the show. Only cost of 1 Witchcrafter and 1 Spellcaster monster. You're going to be seeing that her effect is once per turn, but we can use all 3 of these effects. Destroy 1 card in the field, special summon 1 level 6 or lower Witchcrafter from hand or deck. Fantastic. And add 1 spell or trap from graveyard to hand. It activates off of any spell card or effect or non-fusion spellcaster monster effect is activated, which is damn near everything, and that is fantastic. Next up, we have Mirror Jade. I'm not explaining Mirror Jade, it's Mirror Jade. Go. Lubellion. Lubellion is crazy enough. The secret sauce of this deck. Lubellion is great, right? Its effect synchronizes with Madame Vere, because Madame Vere is a level 8 fusion, right? And you can cycle your material back into the deck with Lubellion, and you can just summon out Madame Vere without having to worry about using the spell card off of Branded Fusion. I'm just saying, Branded and Witchcrafter, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. The Witchcrafter spell card is garbage. However, Branded Fusion and Lubellion, oh, this is regular Witchcrafter. Ignore Branded. You're not seeing anything, trust me. Next up is Minerva. Minerva is here as a miller. That's it. Don't think about it. It's not that deep. How do you summon Minerva with this deck? Through the Shizu cards, or you use Shemitah. That's it. Don't think about it. Not that deep. The Charmers. The Charmers are great. Why? Axis Kotarker. How else do you get into the Charmers? Look at what's running around. Ishizu. We have Ashua, Earth, Lena. We have a bunch of light monsters in this deck. Light. Your opponent will most likely have a light monster. Dark Sprite. Boom. That's it. We're done. Next. Verte. It's Verte. Come on. Then Celine. Why Celine? Oh, Spellcaster. Oh, look. Access Code Talker. And that's game. And that's it for the deck profile. So now we're going to go into the replays, and we're going to discuss why did I misplay so badly. Okay, so first game in our opening hand is okay. There's a Miller in there, not bad. So we're gonna then normal summon Shemitah, where they're gonna use her effects and drape in, summon out Madame Vere, use Shemitah's effect in the grave to send a Confusion Confession, and we're gonna pass turn. And in a phase, we're gonna get the spell card triggers because it's Witchcrafter, return them back to hand, and we're gonna pass it off to our opponent and see what he has to do. So, main phase 1, and oh, in the chaos. Alright, we're facing off against some type of magician deck, pendulum, dark magician. Oh, it's Spiral. Oh, okay. Well, that then triggers Yugioh, where he then activates Wear Out Dar. He's gonna then add Spiral Quick Fix. I'm then gonna stop Quick Fix by sending spell card to hand, activate Madame Vere, blanket it, because I don't want him to do anything. He's then gonna link off into Dark, it seems. Okay, Dark, alright. Battle phase, he's then gonna attack Shuffler. Shuffler is gone. Miller is gone, that sucks. Oh, he's gonna set 1, pass turn, and it's my turn. So I'm then gonna use Confusion Confession. Fusion summon in with Genie and Hain in hand to then summon out Vice Madam, because why not? We're then gonna attack his Dark. Dark is then gonna trigger Engrave. He's then gonna add Magician's Souls to hand, which is fine. It's perfectly fine for us. We're then gonna pass turn back to him. We're gonna add Draping. Draping effect is then going to trigger Vice Madam, which he's then going to use Call by the Grave, and because he activated his spell, Vice Madam triggers again. This is where we're seeing its effect take place. So we're going to add Confusion back to hand. He then targets the Miller? Okay, sure, why not? I figured talking about my Witchcrafters, but hey, whatever. I'm going to pass it back to him, and he is going to scoop. Okay, cool. That's one victory. Moving on to the next game. Alright, so moving on to the next game, we're going second here in our opening hand. It's not bad, actually. This is doable for going second hand, and they're playing Soulful Chord? Dude, alright, I'm not gonna lie. I really want to play Soulful Chord. I recently got the one girl, their main girl with the animation, and Soulful Chord is a pendulum deck that I'm really interested in, just because it looks cute. That's honestly the only reason why. I know they didn't really do much, but hey, you know, it's nice. That's really it. So they're doing regular pendulum stuff. They have Electromite on field, they have Astrograph in rotation, plus the field spell, which I didn't know they had, but that's a thing. So I'm assuming now we're gonna be seeing some extra pendulum nonsense, which they're gonna pendulum summon right now. They haven't gone into Beyond the Pendulum yet, so I'm assuming that they're gonna oh, there it is. And the pendulum gets slapped down, but they already pendulum summoned. What are they going to do? You can't. Oh, extra pendulum. Well, that solves that problem, I guess. Alright, Astrograph comes down again. Dream gets activated. They're then gonna link off into Verte. They're going into Verte. Alright, we should be seeing DPE come down right now. Oh, they went into Supreme King. Supreme King? Alright. Copy Heavy Metals effect. That's completely fair. Get Astrograph back into rotation. Again, actually, you can summon it again. Not hard once per turn, you know? Add Cool to hand. Use Verte's effect. But then summon out DPE, as expected. You know, when it comes to DPE, I'm surprised people don't use the other card once you draw one. But, hey, whatever. Alright, it's our turn now, and, well, we might as well try to get Albaz out, see if we can get Mirror Jade, and he's gonna then use DPE's effect to then pop Verte and Albaz, which sucks, but hey, we have triple attack in hand. I'm not gonna draw two, we're actually gonna take control of one of your monsters. And I'm gonna use Witchcrafter Holiday because we pitched Pottery. We're then gonna use Supreme King to target Albaz effect, or Albaz's name, just because. We're then gonna link off into Dark, actually. Ooh, you guys know what's coming, right? We're then going to summon off their Verte off into Dark. We're then going to link that off into a 3, which, you guessed it, is Celine. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this deck can in fact OTK Access Code Talker. This is fantastic, and you're seeing it live right now. We then use Celine, use Pottery Engrave. Look at that, Access Code Talker, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I was thinking about this play quite a lot, and I probably could have done something a bit differently in order to clear the board without going into Access Code Talker, but I'm pretty sure Access Code Talker was the correct play. But either way, hey, we got the game, and that was that. Moving on, we're going first, and our opening hand is quite literally the worst I've ever seen. Looks like we have to pray their reason and hit something, and we're gonna go back. Okay. I thought about going into Minerva here, but I realized, do I want to pray on the 3? It's not gonna do much. So we're gonna go into Mirror Jade now and see what we can do off of Mirror Jade. Hopefully God is with us and we can do something with Mirror Jade Pass with Call By set. That's it. Pass it over to our opponent. Hopefully they aren't onto anything too strong, and they're, oh my god, it's Tribegate Sprite. Oh my god, it's Ancient Warriors. Wait, it's Ancient Warriors? I'm not gonna lie, I've been seeing a lot of Ancient Warriors recently, and I don't know why. I don't know why. But we're going to shotgun Mirror Jade, and that cancels out everything they're going to do. We have Branded Fusion in hand, and did I say Branded Fusion? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, is that Maxi? No, I don't think so. Minigame passed. We have Call by the Grave set. Ladies and gentlemen, I will never ever lose to Maxi. We will always have the out to Maxi. But as I was saying, Branded Fusion is actually secretly Vice Madam support and Witchcrafter support. What you're seeing right now isn't branded lines. It's actually Witchcrafter lines. As we use Adele and Hane, we're gonna go into Vice Madam. That's correct. Lubellion is our bridge to Vice Madam. It is fantastic. We're gonna use Creation to then activate Vice Madam. Then that's gonna give us Adele, and that's gonna give us Shmita, which will then give us a nice juicy OTK. And with that, that's game. Alright, let's move on to something a little bit more difficult, shall we? We're going first Maxi in hand, Yugioh in hand. That's horrible, but what can I say? We can work with this. On Maxi minigame, he pops it way too early. That's the fun fact about Witchcrafter. You can dodge Maxi activation like this. We then sap down Madame Ver, and we get restage effect. Gives us right hand. Right hand gets slapped down, and we're going to pass on to our opponent. We can negate their first spell card, and let's see what they do. They're gonna slap the, oh my god, it's Sprite, Swap Frog, okay. We're gonna use Maxi, any response? Starter, oh crap, starter, we're gonna use a Yugioh right now because we have a Yugioh in hand. Might as well, it's a free body on the board. Why not? Starter gets negated because of right hand, oh my god, it's so good. I'm not gonna lie, mid-game I actually forgot about that, I got really scared. He's gonna use Ronin Totem effect in the grave to summon out Ronin Totem. He's gonna summon down blue effect gets activated, he grabs Pixies. By Pixies. Okay, he's then gonna Xyz into Gigantic. Okay, Gigantic. Alright. Now we're gonna use Madame Ver effect to stop Gigantic because absolutely not. We're not letting that one happen. That should stop his right plays right in the thick of it. He's then gonna link off blue with Gigantic into Elf. Elf is then gonna revive Gigantic. Look at all these draws we're getting off of Maxi. Ain't this great? Ain't this great? Right, oh, we even draw into Golem, oh, so good. And then he's gonna Xyz Ronin and Pixies into Mannequin Cat, which is honestly a horrible thing. Cause sure, you can bring back our Witchcrafter monster, but we're Witchcrafter, it's main phase, it's our turn. We can dodge Mannequin Cat and get out our powerful card, Pain, which stops you as it can pop, and that ends your turn, and we're done with that duel.
And last game I have for you today is one where I'm going second, and yeah, remember how I said that last hand was the worst? This is the worst. Allure of Darkness. It's branded Despia. The last game against Meta, we're going second, worst hand possible. It's branded Despia. It sounds like an average master duel. So, they activated Luber, they're gonna activate Loss, activate Branded Fusion, send Adlib, and that's fair. They did use Tragedy. Okay, Lubellion. They're gonna activate Lost. Okay. Well, what are we gonna do here, right? We're gonna of course summon in the Mary Jade. What are they gonna add off of Lost? Kit. Okay, Kit's fine. Not really. They can special summon out Tragedy, I guess. Tragedy on board, whatever. Kit's gonna add Banishment to hand, put back whatever. We're gonna set 2, use Mary Jade, banish Kit, and pass. Albion effect's gonna activate. There's the branded in red. Okay. 3 Brackero plus loss. Thank you, Maxi, for coming late. Let's go. We're gonna normal summon, follow the Albaz, see what we can do. They're then gonna use Comedy Engrave. Okay. I try to use Maxi. Of course, we lose because they have everything. They're just nice at the video game. I'm not. Maxi gets called by it. That sucks. What can we really do from this spot? We can still use that, right? Albaz still triggers. We go into our Lubellion. We then use Lubellion. We pitch Shmita. They activate Branded in red. Okay. There's the Branded in red. Why, they're gonna summon Masquerade here. Masquerade is gonna come on down. Since Adlib is in grave, that means Mary Jade comes back. Alright. We're gonna summon our own Mary Jade here because we have to, honestly. That's a bunch of triggers. Loss gets triggered, Tragedy gets triggered, Adlib gets triggered. Oh, it's branded, alright. It's branded. Yeah, Brandon is back. Mary Jade's gonna trigger, Tragedy's gonna add a Luber, and Lost is gonna add Mercuria. Oh no, Mercuria. Honestly, I don't see a way out of this one. This game is practically done. Like, they pretty much have everything. We activated Shmidi and Grave to send the Reborn, but that's not gonna do much. Here, we're trying to crash the Mary Jade to, like, wipe the field and hopefully do something at the end step. Hopefully. Maybe. Alright, well, end step happens. We gain the Branded Fusion. They activate end step. They set Retribution. Oh. I don't know how we're gonna survive this turn, because even if we go back, they have so much to just counter us. Normal Aluber, add Branded Fusion, activate Branded Fusion. You know, the plays normal. They're gonna add Dramaturge. And Dramaturge, something Titan-clad. I mean, okay. I guess. Lost activates, add a Fallen Albaz to hand. The last Albaz, okay. Oh, we're almost dead. Can we? Oh, Super Poly. No. They're gonna Super Poly into another Masquerade and finish us off for game. That's it, unfortunately. Yeah, Witchcrafter can't beat that. Yeah, that last game was pretty rough against Branded. Honestly, at times like that, it's kind of makes me wonder, why are we even here? What's the point? That sucked horribly. It's really funny because when it comes to matchups against Sprite, I can handle Sprite. Because I've had multiple matches where I fought Sprite and it's like, okay, I can functionally deal with this. Brandon and Runic, however, you know what? I'm just gonna shake your hand. We can call that a day. Don't worry, I'll leave right away, sir. You can have this one, right? But Witchcrafter is one of those decks where I'm not gonna lie to you, it's pretty bad, right? But it's fun and it's good, right? It's good to me because in my heart of hearts, I like it. I would personally run a pure Witchcrafter list, cut out the branded stuff in these Shizus. That way I have access to hand traps and more board breakers to help me out. But all in all, yeah, I do like Witchcrafter. The extra deck, obviously, add more Charmers, run Access Code Talker, maybe some Z's, but yeah, that was Witchcrafter, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it.